Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Top of the List. My name is RB. If you couldn't tell, I love LA. This is my co-host over here, Dom Gonzalez.
What's up,
And,
everybody?
you know, a lot of stuff we could talk about this week. Of course, the Lakers winning tonight, going up 3-1. The Dodgers up 5-1 right now against the Padres, so feeling pretty happy about that. But we figured this episode, we want to circle back a little bit. A new menu item coming out on Taco Bell's new menu, and we wanted to talk about actually a couple of new items coming out. Of course, as we mentioned in a previous episode, Dom and I huge fans of Taco Bell, so I had to try it, I had to drop it right here. Now that we both tried the two new items, those being the Grande Stacker and the Dragon Fruit Freeze. Now, I tasted these first, Dom. I'm going to throw it over to you, though, first, because I had told you to go try these, and I'm interested to hear what your thoughts are on these.
Cool. Yeah, you told me to go and try these out for lunch, so I went today. Ordered both of the Dragon Fruit Freeze and the Grande Stacker. So kind of, I guess, what are we gonna call this? Our review of those two items, I guess we could say.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I think that's a good way to go.
Okay. So for I guess
Not
what
just
I
about
would.
movies and TV here.
That's right. We all kinds of different genres, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I think my favorite of these two items was the Dragon Fruit Freeze. I think it's my
Okay.
favorite one that they've ever made. Honestly, I really enjoyed this one. Um, I like just it was really refreshing. Like I said, I don't think that there's been any other ones I can remember that I liked as much as that. And the Grande Stacker was really good too. Um, it's kind of similar to some of their other items, but it was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I think we can agree there. So for those of you that don't know, the Grande Stacker, it's like it's a big tortilla, and
Yeah.
they make this quesadilla, so it's melted cheese, nacho cheese, and ground beef, but then they fold it like four times, so it's like stacked layers
Yeah,
of,
it's huge.
meat, cheese, nacho cheese. Yeah, it's really thick. The only thing that really comes to mind to compare it to is like a quesadilla version of a Big Mac, because you've got that third bun, except for instead of a third bun, it's a third layer of tortilla in between all of the stuff. I thought it was really tasty. Talking about the Grande Stacker here, it
Yeah.
comes either by itself a la carte at I think $2.75, or you can get the box, which comes with two tacos and a drink, also for $5. The box always a great deal at Taco Bell. I thought it tasted really good. I ordered it not knowing what to expect, just seeing it on the menu, thinking it was just ground beef and melted cheese. I think the nacho cheese adds an extra layer I wasn't expecting. That's really tasty. Little difficult to eat though. You and I had both talked about this. Not really sure how to approach it if you go from the back end of the tortilla and work your way inward, or if you go from the front end where all the meat is and work your way out. I went front end and had a little, I guess, ooze problem would be the way to speak of it. You got the ground beef running out, and I was like, oh man. I wanted to get something I could eat with my hands. I didn't want to have to get a fork, but it was tasty, definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, you talked about the Dragon Fruit Freeze. I'm gonna save my opinion on the Dragon Fruit Freeze for a little bit later. But how about you go a little bit more into the stacker? You said it was similar to some other items on the menu. Yeah, what would you compare it to? And did you
Okay.
like it better than those items, or yeah?
I like what the first thing that came to mind was the other item they released just a few weeks back, I want to say. Maybe it's been a month now. Time is kind of a blur for me. But it was the new dollar menu beef burrito really reminded me of this grande stacker.
Okay,
Just kind
yeah,
of the
I see that.
inside of that, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
very similar filling. Absolutely.
Yeah, totally. And like you said, I think this is one of the few items at Taco Bell you kind of have to have a technique to eat it. I
Yeah,
kind of like that uniqueness of the item.
yeah. I mean, bottom line is, it's simple. It's a
Yeah,
very simple item, but nobody thought ever before to put nacho cheese inside a quesadilla, and I'm all for it. It's tasty.
yeah,
I,
yeah,
you know, I used to. I think Taco Bell has perfected their nacho cheese too. I used to not be a fan, like when they had the nacho grillers. Not my
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But they've changed their nacho cheese. I think it started with the quesarito or maybe some of the other burritos that they put that cheese sauce in. It's a lot better now, and I think it added a whole new layer that you can sit and say, "Oh, I can put nacho cheese sauce in a quesadilla," but no one else has before, and that's what
Right.
Taco Bell does. Now moving on to the freeze from me. I liked it. It was very good, very refreshing. Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there. I went and got it this past Saturday. We had mid 90s here in the Bay Area. Perfect for that kind of day. I ordered a large for it. It was a little sweet. Very
I
much
like those
one note.
sweetness.
Okay, yeah. To me, sometimes, and we've talked about this in the other Taco Bell episode, I like the ones that are a little sweet and a little tart. And like I said, the first sip of that dragon fruit freeze on a 92-degree day up here in the Bay Area was perfect. It was so good. But you get halfway, 3/4 of the way through that drink, and you start almost getting like that sugary headache almost.
Oh yeah.
So it was a little sweet for my taste, but still definitely one of the better freezes. It reminded me, back growing up, I was at 7-Eleven literally every weekend getting my Slurpee. And they used to have like a dragon fruit, but it was like the low sugar one that had like sugar alternative that always tasted good, but you drink all the flavor in like 2 seconds and you just be left with all this like flavorless ice. It kind of reminded me of that, except for it kept its flavor the whole way through. Because those Slurpees were good, the sugar-free ones. Their flavor lasted for like 2 seconds.
I do
So
have
it
something
reminded
else
me of
to
that.
say. Okay,
Yeah,
I
go
can
ahead.
see. Yeah, so I think I want to ask you a question, Ryan. So like, I think you've kind of said what you feel like it tastes like, but like the real question I'm sure everybody wants to know that's seen the other Taco Bell episode is, where is it on your kind of ranking? I know you had a very elaborate and
Yeah.
ranking order there. So where is it for you on that list?
Yeah. Okay. So we're a few months removed from that Taco Bell episode, so I may be a little rusty on all the freezes because
Okay.
I did my research before that episode. I made
Yeah.
sure I listed all of them, but
Maybe
it's
just
definitely
top
not as
3.
good as the Cherry Kickstart. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not top 3.
It's not
I'll
top
tell
3.
you that
Okay.
right away. But I would say it's definitely top 6, top 5, somewhere in there. It's a good
Okay.
freeze because there are sweet freezes that I don't like. And I really liked the flavor. They really went for it on the dragon fruit. It's a unique flavor once again. Bravo to Taco Bell. Always something unique coming out. So very unique,
Yeah.
very tasty, very refreshing. Yeah. So it's up there, upper half, upper
Upper
third
half.
probably of all the freezes.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely top 3 for me, if not 1 or 2, I think what was the other ones we both liked, besides the Cherry Kickstart? What was
I really like the strawberry Starburst. I don't know if you were a
that
big
was
fan of
that
that
was the
one.
one I was thinking of. Is that the Starburst was one of
So
my favorites.
Starburst is number 2 for me,
Okay.
and then number 3 was probably, man, I don't even remember.
I think you said Cherry Kickstart, or no, Cherry Kickstart's your fave, and then
Yeah, there's
what was
so many
the
great
did
freezes.
you not like the green apple? I forgot.
I mean, I like the green apple. Yeah, I
Okay.
like the sour
I
when they were
remember
doing the
liking that one.
sour. They did a sour strawberry one that I like too. So
Ah,
there's some, they're great freezes. Once again, they just
yeah.
keep coming out with these new freezes, and I'm all for it. I had no idea they were gonna have a dragon fruit one.
Yeah.
Pulled up expecting to get the pineapple one, which is what they replaced the dragon fruit with the pineapple, or vice versa, the pineapple with the dragon fruit. And I was kind of bummed out because we both love the pineapple,
Yeah, that was
uh,
really good too.
but this is a solid replacement.
Yeah,
I
totally.
think I like
So,
the pineapple a little bit more than this one though too.
you know what? Now that I think of it, I think they're kind of on the same level for me too. Like I like the sweetness of the pineapple one too. I don't know. I like them all, man. I like them all. So
Yeah,
I
they're
definitely
good,
would
man.
say 2 thumbs up for me, and for you as well, Ryan. 2 thumbs up.
Absolutely,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, a little bit of a bummer, though, and I don't know if you saw this. I asked you to keep an eye on this.
Uh
So the
huh.
reason I ordered this grande stacker was because we knew the chicken quesarito, one of our favorites, would be taken off the menu. But at least
Yeah.
at my Taco Bell location, they took the cheesy gordita crunch off the menu, which is my absolute favorite order at Taco Bell. So I was a little bummed out about that. Happy to try new things, and I think if anything, that's a silver lining. I was able to try this new thing, and I also gave a second shot at the grilled cheese burrito this last time, which is still pretty solid and up there as well. But no cheesy gordita crunch was heartbreaking for me. Did you have the same conundrum, so to speak, at your Taco Bell?
So yeah, I kind of followed your instructions there and, went and looked at the menu and tried to see what was available for me. Maybe it was a fluke. Maybe it's just because I live in more of a rural area, but Cheesy Gordita Crunch was on my menu, still there in the corner of the menu. You could still order it. And I know that you say you're able to get the grilled cheese burrito. For some reason, I think my Taco Bell does not offer the grilled cheese burrito anymore. I didn't see it on the menu. You said it was on your menu.
Yeah, it was in the bottom corner. So I asked if I could get a grilled cheese burrito box. They said, we're not doing the box anymore, but we're still doing the burrito.
Yeah, no, there's no picture of it on my menu that I saw. But the looks like they had recently updated their menu, but I don't know if I did. It looked weird because they had the Xbox Series X giveaway advertisement on there, which is just recently happening.
Right,
So
right.
I
Yeah,
figured maybe it's just my area. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, it could be. These are all, I'm sure, franchises, and there may be some sort of leeway on what every location can serve. Like I said, heartbroken that the Cheesy Gordita Crunch wasn't on there, but maybe there are quite a few Taco Bells up here in the Bay Area. Obviously, a couple closer to my office. Maybe I'll go check that out. See if maybe it's just
Oh,
the location by my apartment. Yeah.
I also got to shout out to my replacement for the shredded chicken quesarito, the shredded chicken quesadilla melt on the dollar menu.
Yeah.
That's actually, I've had it now a couple times. It's pretty solid for it's not as good as the quesarito, but it's good enough if you want the same kind of flavor.
Yeah, that's a very good suggestion as well. I've had that a couple of times. Great on a budget. I think it's only $1, like you said.
Yeah, it's like $1.20.
It is tiny.
Yeah.
But, you get like 3 of them and stack them together and you kind of get a quesarito. I mean, you're missing the rice. But
Right.
I'm pretty sure they use the same sauce and, it's the same melty cheese,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Totally. All right, then. I guess we can end the episode here. Ryan and I both given a thumbs up to the new items on the Taco Bell menu. If you guys want to check out anything we've recently done, we have a few movie reviews up. We also have a few other things coming out, a video game episode coming out for you guys where we talk about video games instead of movies and TV like we normally do. A few TV reviews from Netflix, Cobra Kai. We're going to do a news episode right after this. We're going to record a different episode than we have before. So we're just creating a lot of new episodes. So keep an eye out on your sub box and YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. That's where we're all available. So with that said, I'm Dom Gonzalez. You can follow me at Dom Gonzalez48 on Instagram and Twitter. And RB, you want to take us out?
Yep, my name is Ryan Barnett, or RB. You can find me on Instagram at RB_the_SID. Don't forget to follow, and subscribe. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts if you're listening. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.